Hey guys, so today I am filming my second update for my Project 10 Pan Spring Edition. I am so excited for this update because I was able to finish off quite a few products within this past month, and I feel pretty hopeful that I will be able to finish off most of these things by the finale. So I am going to start by giving you guys my thoughts on the things that I finished up. The first thing was a replacement product. This is the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer, and it did not take me long to go through this at all, which is a bit of a bummer, but it was a sample that I had already started using before I put it in this project. And this is a nice mattifying primer. It has a really nice smooth consistency because a lot of mattifying primers feel like glue and they're impossible to smooth onto the skin. So I like the consistency of this. I think it had a nice scent. However, I don't think it really did much to mattify me, and I would love to get another deluxe sample of this to try it more, but I don't think I would invest in this in the full size because it doesn't do enough for me. If you guys watched my initial video on the Peach Perfect foundation, I'll have it linked up here. On, I believe it was on the second day, I did one half my face with the primer and one half without, and it did not make that much of a difference. So as much as I do like this, it doesn't do enough for me, so I don't believe I would repurchase that. Then just today, I used the very last application of my CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream in 510 Fair. I could not believe how long this held on. I am so happy this is done because I do not love this. So after I have all the rest of my makeup on, I think my skin looks fine, but this by itself I don't love. So this does give a lot of coverage for a BB cream for sure. It's basically like a medium coverage foundation for me, and unfortunately the shade is too dark and it does oxidize, which always happens to me with CoverGirl foundations. But I do not think that this product built upon itself very nicely, so I would put one layer all over and then try to go in with the second layer to build it up, and it just looked like I was piling it on, but it wasn't melting into the product that was already there, and it hadn't set down or anything yet. So what I ended up doing is just doing one layer all over and then going in with some concealer on my cheeks to build up the coverage, and that worked well. So that really did lead me to believe that this product itself does not build very nicely or easily. It did not really do much to keep me matte. So if you are a normal skin person looking for a mattifying foundation, then you would probably like this. But if you are very oily like me, this is not going to do enough to control your oil. So this is not something I would repurchase. I didn't hate using it, but I am very happy to have that used up. The next item is something that I just hit my goal on yesterday, which was very exciting, and that's hitting pan on the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Belladonna Lily. So I did hit pan in the center here, as you can see. So with a lot of my Super Shock shadows, I apply them with the sponge tip applicator, but with my shadows that are still very fresh and creamy, I apply it with a brush, and I do not use as much product that way. So that's why this lasted so dang long. It's a beautiful color. Every time I wear this, I get tons of compliments, and ColourPop did recently re-release this shade and Flower Shop. So I would definitely recommend you guys go pick this up from their website because I think it is a beautiful, beautiful shade. I'm so happy I have it in my collection. So I'm going to continue working on this next month as well, but it isn't going to be a main focus because I have already hit my goal. So I'm really happy I hit my goal on that because I had no idea how many more times I would have to use it before I hit pan. The next item I finished was the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Zulu, which is the mint color. So if you guys can see, this is completely flat. There is still some liner in there, but I was scraping my eye trying to get it on, and it will not roll up anymore. So this is completely used up. I feel really, really happy about that. So basically this month, instead of using them both, I mainly focused on Zulu because I wanted to at least get one of these used up by the end of this project. And I'm so bummed that this shade has been discontinued because I love this liner so much. Please let me know if you are aware of any dupes. I absolutely love this formula for the lower lash line or the waterline. It glides on actually really nicely in the waterline, and it stays put. On your upper lash line, it's too dry for that and it will break. But if you just twist up a little bit at a time and use it on the lower lash line and waterline, it's amazing. It lasts a long time, which is impressive for me because I have very watery eyes, and this is very pigmented and opaque, which is very impressive for a pastel liner. So I absolutely love this. I am so upset that it was discontinued, but I'm happy I was able to finish it up. So the last item I was able to finish was the MAC Sheen Supreme Lipstick in Asian Flower. I can't believe it either. So here is where I was at my last update, and I used it completely. And the reason that I finished this up so quickly is because I reapplied this like a mad woman this month. And I'm really bad about reapplying in general, but I made a note of it to reapply it very often. So I basically always had lipstick on my lips during the day, during the week, and I was able to use it up that way. I love this lipstick so much. It is the perfect pinky purple color. The formula is incredible. It is like an even better version of a Revlon lip butter. It does have fully opaque coverage. It is a really creamy finish, but it doesn't slip slide around. It has a little bit of thickness to it to make it really cling to your lips, but not in an uncomfortable way. It has a beautiful glossy finish, which makes your lips look fuller. And with that color in particular, I noticed that it did leave a stain behind, which is nice because as the lipstick is fading, because of the stain underneath, it's not going to make it look so stark and bad if I go a little bit too long before reapplying. So I absolutely love this. This lipstick is from 2014, so I'm really happy I was able to use it up because I could tell that this was starting to go bad. So I'm feeling so accomplished. I was able to finish up a lipstick, especially a bright colored lipstick, and I am really disappointed this has been discontinued because I love the color and the formula so much. But I do have two pinky purples in my collection that are similar colors, the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencil in Patent Pink and the Anastasia Lip Gloss in the shade Dusty Lilac. So those two purple lippies will try to fill the void in my heart that has been left by this MAC Asian Flower lipstick. But I am so ecstatic that I have that finished off. So now I'm going to show you the progress on the items that I have left. The first one is my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Just for Fun. So you can see that I just have a tiny amount of this left. I am wearing this on my lids today. Also, I didn't mention it, but today I'm actually graduating from college with my Master's of Arts in Counseling degree, but I just figured I wanted to do this makeup and I needed to film this video, so I just made sure I'm filming before I leave for graduation. You know, why not? But anyway, I am really happy with the progress I was able to make on this shadow. I'm gonna finish this by the finale, no problem, but this is going to be my main focus this month to make sure that I get it done. I wish this was a permanent shadow because I would totally purchase it. I think it is so beautiful. So that will be done for sure, but because I'm focusing on this one, I'm not gonna be reaching for my other shadows as much. So the other shadows in here would be my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Beige. So I used this, I think, twice within the last month, which is not very good. This is a really great champagne base, but as I said, I don't use it a ton, and I will be tossing this at the end of the project because I have mixed it up and it is just really thick and it hasn't gone back to its wonderful creamy consistency. Then I have my 3 Makeup Geek shadows here, Shimma, Bake Sale, and Tan Lines. I've been using these as transition and crease with both of my ColourPop shadows in this project, so I've been getting consistent use out of these, and you really can only see tiny dips in both of them, even though I've been using them almost every single day. Shimma has a little bit of a dip because this is a softer shadow, and I've used that one twice as well. I always use the Color Tattoo and Shimma together, so I might use Shimma a little bit over the next month once I finish up the ColourPop, but I also might use up the ColourPop and then just play around with my other shadows. And you guys know that I had to come up with these shadows last minute because I was going to add in my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio, which had expired. So I'm not giving up on those shadows, but I knew I probably wouldn't hit pan on them because Makeup Geek shadows are really difficult to get through, and I was basically counting all of my shadows as one and then the Color Tattoo in a separate category. So if I hit pan on the Belladonna Lily and I finish up Just for Fun, then I will still have completed 10 products and 2 eyeshadows. So I will still be happy with that, but we'll see what kind of progress I get over the next month on those Makeup Geek shadows. Are you kidding? You guys, I feel like these updates are cursed because the last time I went to film it, this shadow fell out. I repressed it. It literally just fell out again right now. Dose of Colors, you're pissing me off. I did just recently film a review video on all of the Dose of Colors 5-pan palettes. Well, 3 of the 4. I'll have it linked up here in case you want to hear my thoughts. I'm so pissed off. I already freaking repressed it. I literally just opened this palette, dumped it over to knock out the brush, and then the freaking shadow just fell out. So what I meant to show you here is the matte cream color in Tealight. As you can see, I am almost completely done with this. My goal was just to hit sizable pan. So you can see where I'm at now, and I am going to immediately repress this eyeshadow and hopefully have it finished off by the finale. That would be amazing. So I will insert a before and after picture of repressing. I've really been enjoying that shadow to use to set my eye primer. It is such a nice creamy formula and a great color for my skin tone, so I think I can definitely finish that off. The other item I'm nervous about would be the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Prance. So these lines are so close together you can barely tell that they're 2 separate lines. So the second line was last update, the bottom line is this update. As I said, I focused on Zulu so much that I didn't use this one very much, and that is what I have left, if you guys can see. So I am going to do my very best to use this every single day and see if I can get it finished off by the finale. A little nervous about this one, and I was going to place a ColourPop order last night and repurchase this shade, and now it's sold out. So I waited too long, or it just wasn't meant to be for me to repurchase them. So guys, that was my second update for my Project 10 Pan Spring Edition. I am really excited with the progress I was able to make, and I do feel pretty successful that I will be able to finish up the rest of the items I'm planning on by the finale. If you guys are doing a project right now, I would love to know what it is in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.